munching. Smoking weed, I'm blunting. Though this diesel stunt ain't me like Jesus function. Eating knowledge, I got key consumption. Super Saiyan wanna be. I eat a peanut buzzing. Fuck your family, they ugly. You can keep your cousin, most people puzzling. You want my time is about an hour and I need 100. I see your ship and see it sunken. Missing me, she keep on cutting. She a keeper, love a hot box, a beamer bucket. My demon, she seen a sucker. She bring me, need me, so fucking here for long haul. Press hold, the God calls.
Bennett. Welcome to the Shirts Off Podcast. Stop it. Welcome to the Shirts Off Podcast Season 2, Episode 88. Jason Aldean is making headlines for a controversial song. Paul Rubin hated it so much he died. Rest in peace, King. The writers' strikes continue to blaze on while the summer blockbusters hit harder than they have in the last decade. Barbenheimer shattered all expectations and broke box office records. All that and more this episode. But first, the weather in Bremer? B-R-E-M-E-R. Figure out how it's pronounced yourself. Bremer County, Iowa is 75 degrees. The precipitation is 1%. The humidity is a sweet 69%. And the wind, it's very moist. And the wind is a cool 5 miles per hour. We are joined by JoJo, Crow Oak, pick a name. It's all over the internet. Yeah. And Creighton. What is the word of the day?
Today's word of the day is Napoleon hunting.
Napoleon hunting?
Yes.
Not like Will Hunting, where it's just his last name.
No.
It's
Napoleon's
like, this means
last name was
something.
Bonaparte. Not hunting.
Look at you knowing stuff. Okay. Not hunting. Napoleon hunting. Okay, does Napoleon hunting mean you're hunting short people?
Yes, actually. Yeah.
What? Yay! I did it.
But it gets deeper.
Oh, okay. Well, tell us the whole definition.
Okay. When a big girl goes after a guy who is noticeably smaller in stature for a nice night of consensual relations.
Is that word for word?
That is word for
So
word.
it's basically short king hunting for heavier set women.
No. It's
Basically.
heavier set woman hunting for short king. It's the other way around. It's you're
like-
hunting for Napoleon.
It's like the inverse of whaling.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna need to see some ID here. See, you really do look that much younger. Copenhagen's concerned that you're even here. Oh shit, I forgot to make it. Hold on.
It's not live, is it?
No, we're live. I just forgot to make the words big so you could read them.
Imagine us having technical difficulties within the first 5 minutes of a podcast.
That we haven't done in 2 weeks.
Never.
No, that would never happen. Not to us. We're always good at the words and the tech and the stuff.
And the
Well,
stuff
Copenhagen, funny enough, I just turned 21 like 2 weeks ago, so voila.
Imagine.
Have you gotten trashed yet?
No.
Okay.
Imagine you came on here and Troy's like, yeah, it's my little brother Josie.
It's only the hair that, like, it's immediate, like, that's a guy.
Oh, man.
Well, we were talking about this on the way to Food Line. 'Cause
Yeah.
I, until you said it, I really didn't see it because I guess I look at you and I think, like, the person I met,
Yeah.
you know, like, because to me, you're like, oh, it's Josie, you know. And, like, don't get me wrong, you've definitely changed since being in the not in the army, in the
Marines.
fucking
Don't you fucking
in the Marines.
don't you misidentify her military affiliation.
Yeah, please don't.
That's almost as bad as never mind. That was gonna be a
Political
You
affiliation.
definitely changed
Sure, that's what I
since
was-
being in the Marines, but like only in my eyes for the better. Like you're
Yeah.
in shape, you're like fucking. You look like you could just rip Charlie in half, and he tries so hard all the time.
to not get ripped in half.
And you can just do it. You know, you're out here living your best life. Got your first tattoo. Turned 21.
I have 5 tattoos.
We got
Great.
your newest tattoo.
Right
that's
in the
like,
mic.
You know,
Right up on. Like
Yeah,
pull
right
the
up,
mic
yeah.
up to you to wherever you're
deep
gonna be
throat
most
that
comfortable.
mic, Josie.
Don't word
Don't
it.
say that.
Yeah, stop. Don't word it like that. Josie's not like that. She doesn't. She doesn't run with our vocabulary in that way. You can't just be like deep throat a thing and her be like, yeah, that's a normal way to say that.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. That's not the most wildest shit I hear.
Yeah. See.
Oh
that's
yeah,
I'm
you know what?
talking
It's a good
about.
point. I guess you are in the fucking Marines
I
now.
told you. I said this earlier, and Troy was like,
I'm not like.
Have you gotten any fights?
No, but I did get the shit kicked out of me in a thing called pugil sticks. If you look it up, just look pugil sticks Marine Corps. Yeah, it's basically like a wooden dowel that's relatively thick, and it has like 2 paddings on the end of it. And we beat the fuck out of each other consensually. As somebody is watching us to make sure we don't harm each other.
That sounds
Damn.
awesome.
How much do those weigh?
The vests?
The vests or the sticks
Wait,
themselves?
pull up the picture. I want to see.
The sticks themselves aren't that heavy. It's just the gear that you're wearing. Like, you have a flak on, you have something covering your groin area, you have a helmet on your head, and you literally just use bayonet techniques and stuff like that.
Jesus.
I got my shit.
I want to
rocked.
do that to Creighton.
Yeah, I want to do
We
it to
should wear
Charlotte.
those.
I'm not allowed to watch that shit because I'm not qualified for it. You have to be at a certain belt level and a thing.
You're not
called
allowed to
map.
what?
What?
I can't supervise stuff like
Oh,
that.
Josie. Oh, Josie. Look.
We're not talking
Don't
about like
don't flatter yourself.
We're not talking about like a
We're talking
sanctioned
about-
event. We're
yeah,
talking
we're
about
talking
like,
about digging a hole in the backyard, putting a fucking piece of wood over it, and balance beaming across it with spikes at the bottom,
Yeah.
and trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
Me and
But-
Creighton aren't trying to do a
you think there's
sanctioned fucking
any? Do you
bugle
think
stick.
there's any oversight here? Like, what are you
Yeah, the
talking about?
redneck. Exactly.
The closest version of oversight we have is Copenhagen.
Yeah.
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen's the
he's not-
closest thing to government oversight we will ever see.
Yeah.
But yeah. Like,
Oh, speaking of which, guess what? I got a surprise for you guys.
Okay.
For you and Copenhagen.
Me?
Yeah.
In Copenhagen? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you brought the art.
Yes, I did. Hold on.
Show me the art.
You talk to Josie. I'll go get it.
Okay.
Well,
Hello, Josie. How are you doing?
doing pretty great. I mean, I'm back home for like 3 weeks. I got back home about the 29th.
Right in the mic. I'm going to
Hello.
keep. There you go. Well, they just can't. It's not that I can't hear you. It's that the recording can't hear you very good. And so they can't hear you very good unless you're like right. That's why we're always right up inside this microphone. It's the best way.
I'm home till the 16th, and then I fly from Charlotte to Seattle, and then Seattle to Japan
To Japan?
Yeah.
How long are you in Japan?
for 3 years. I'm officially getting. This is my first.
You're
station.
going to Japan for 3 years?
Yeah, I'm going to mainland Japan. So I'm going. Where I'm going is MCAS Iwakuni, which is near Hiroshima. And
Jesus.
How I was like making light of it was the fact that we dropped 2 bombs and then placed a base near one of the bombing sites and said we're gonna be here, specifically here.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah,
I didn't know. I knew you were like going somewhere again. I didn't know you were fucking gone for 3 years.
yeah, I'm gonna be in Japan for 3 years. I'll be able to take leave and stuff once I get officially like settled in there. It'll be a while because I'm already going in the negative technically with my leave days.
Damn.
Like I went in the negative for like 6 days, 'cause we're allotted like 30-something days of leave a year.
Listen, Josie, I don't know if you know this,
Mm.
but we beat them already. Japan.
Look. When you said
Copenhagen.
you were going on leave, I thought you said, "Yeah, I'm allowed to bring weed," and I was like,
No,
"Dude, what's
no,
different
To
no,
about?"
Japan?
Yeah, that's what I was
What's
thinking. I was
different
like, what's
about
different-
Russia?
What's different about Japan?
Oh,
but
man. That's going to be crazy. You're going to be in Japan.
yeah, it's 12-hour time difference. So if it's 7.
Do they have internet there?
Yeah.
Will you be able to watch the podcast?
Yeah.
He'll still have us. we'll have communication.
We'll be in Japanese there.
Yeah.
No, you still
That's
be
not how that.
English.
That's not how that works. You silly goose.
We don't have shirts off translators in Japan.
I highly doubt that when you're streaming at 11 o'clock p.m. here, 11 a.m. some motherfucker's like, "Oh, I gotta watch my favorite white guy podcast."
Yeah.
Like,
Well, look, we're niche.
Can't wait for those
We're-
2
look,
white
look,
guys with a
look,
fucking with a map behind them that still sees the USSR.
Look, we're a niche over there. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
like if we were Japanese here.
We're a niche everywhere.
Yeah.
We're nobody's main fucking source of entertainment.
I just thought there
Except
was some
maybe Copenhagen.
thought there was
He's here
some
every episode.
devoted podcasty over there. It's like I gotta hurry up and translate this.
I'm pretty sure what most of the Japanese watch is probably League of Legends or major shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's into League of Legends, so it
no,
makes
I'm
sense.
not.
Don't.
I mean, I know about it, but I'm
Don't.
not into it.
I
like,
thought
at
you
all.
were into it. Are you not? What do you
No.
play? You play Clash of Clans. My bad.
Yeah, they're not only is that different, they're like not even similar
What
types
is
of games.
What is League of Legends? That's like
Look,
a pocket game.
You don't.
right?
No, it's not. You have no idea what kind of question you. It's a MOBA. That's the shortest way I can answer
It's a
it.
Yeah.
what?
MOBA.
What's a MOBA?
It means that we're not talking about this right now.
Well, no, it's fine. I give me
Craven.
like an idea of what it is.
So
Remember Halo Wars?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's not like that at all.
Okay, so how's that help?
It doesn't. There's not a way to explain this. Okay, imagine Halo Wars, but instead of commanding a whole army, you command one guy,
Oh yeah.
and you're up over the map like that. Like it's like
Ugh.
you're looking down.
There's a top. It's basically like a tabletop view of a map. There's like 3 major lanes. There's little hit points that you can attack.
And you have 5 people in each team.
And
Yeah.
they're obsessed with it.
Yes.
Everybody is. It's the biggest game here. It's the biggest online game in the world, probably top 3. I mean, at any one moment, it goes between like League of Legends, Dota, CS:GO, and Fortnite. Depending on the day of the week.
If you like open Twitch and just go to live channels,
Yeah.
50% of them is gonna be League of Legends.
Yeah.
Like top 50 or whatever the fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea
Oh my
that was
God.
going on.
Okay, so hold on. Let's go back down
What's wrong?
to 100. We're
What
gonna
do
go
you
up
do?
here, and we're just gonna go to browse. We're just gonna go to games. So no,
It
not
varies.
that. See, I hate Twitch has done this new stupid thing. They don't show you just the number 1 anymore. Okay, so like
I see League
this
of
says
Legends.
recommended games. League of Legends has 114,000 viewers currently as a game at 10:30 on a Monday night.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Yeah, it is.
But like the amount of people streaming it, like this page will
There's
just go
thousands.
forever. Like I'm many scrolls down and people finally are in the single digits of viewers. Which if you go to any other video game on Twitch, like you get down to the 1 to no viewers very quickly.
Yeah, that's us. We're down there.
Yes, but not really. Like with podcast is one of the few. Oh shit, made that too. Okay, there we go. Podcast is one of the few that there's just not a lot of people in there anyway. So the few people that do it kind of have a built-in audience. When Japan invaded China in World War II, I wonder if they had a lot of friendly fire. Jesus Christ. League of Legends is ripping out your heart for fun. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what it is. That
Yeah.
game is brutal. It is so hard to be good at that game. 1, just chatting. 2, GTA 5. 3, League of Legends. So yeah, just chatting's number 1 because that's where all the e-girls stream to all
Yeah.
the boys that want to
All
look
the
at them.
incels.
Yes,
Yeah.
and don't say that again.
Okay.
And
What, incels?
2 is GTA 5 because of our GTA RP roleplay,
Yeah.
and then League of Legends.
That's what Flint sent me a link. I think it was Flint.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I want to really get into it because I was in a lot of machinimas back in the day. I really was.
I know,
I
I know.
like machinimas.
Okay, hand
That's how I
me
got
hand me
into
that
Red
art.
vs. Blue. No, I want to present it.
No, the light's on the wrong side of you.
Okay. Start
okay.
out with the easy ones first, and then work our
Oh
way
my
to
god!
the
So
other
who
one.
did these?
Marissa.
Marissa drew these.
Yes.
These are
And colored
unbelievable.
them.
This first one, I love this first
It's
one.
us being gay.
Yeah, I mean we're pretty.
Yeah.
Tell me that's not us being
We're naked below the
pretty
waist.
pretty gay. Of course we are. So Marissa, who has been on the podcast before, she is
Dr. Otto.
yes, but what's her little Scooter? Scooter,
little
right?
bitch.
No, Scooter. Isn't that what Copenhagen calls her?
Oh, is it Scooter?
I think
I
so.
thought Scooter was Melissa. That's
No, that's-
of me and him.
That's Tenderfoot. Melissa's Tenderfoot.
Yeah. That's me and Charlie. Look at my guns. They're bigger than Charlie's face.
Yes. Okay. He's right. There you go.
This
Oh.
is, yeah.
Oh.
We-
Wow. We've got double versions of what Copenhagen may look like.
yeah, I had
I
her
was
do
wondering-
a sketch of you, Copenhagen, based off of what you say in the chat.
I'm just gonna look. I'm gonna go ahead and give. I'm gonna go ahead and give my opinion on these. So here's one of them, and here's the other one.
It's like
Such polar opposite versions of what he may look like.
extreme?
Yeah, which extreme do you want to go? I just want to say for the record, Marissa, I love you. I don't think Copenhagen looks like either of these gentlemen.
I think he's probably somewhere in the middle. Because looking at him, that's like 2 extremes, and I highly doubt Copenhagen looks
Look,
like
you're
one of
saying
them.
that and nobody is seeing
Yeah, okay, hold on. Okay, so this is the first one I looked at. This is the first one I looked
the eyes, the knowing eyes. I can't wait for Copenhagen's response.
And then this. This is the other one.
I've seen all these, by the way. That's why I love it.
It went from average guy watching Twitch to fucker that you don't see on
Fucking guy who is running a D&D campaign, but like the actual imagined version.
Twitch. Yeah.
Wait, does this mean I can say the N-word now? No. That's not what it
Wait,
means.
we've knocked out one of the options now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So okay. So
And
he's not
and
the black
second
guy.
one, I didn't realize like how much he kind of looks trans, but I'm like,
Oh my god, that's good art. It was good art. I liked the one of you and me, and I didn't unlike the ones
I don't
of
dislike the
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen ones.
I
They're
just don't
so
think
not him.
I don't think either of them are even close. The second one looks like Rod Stewart.
You don't know who Rod Stewart is?
I do, but I want to see like a picture to like
Do
really
it.
compare.
Pull
to
up a comparison so that way we can see it. Wait, let me see the picture you're looking at.
The subtle breathe in is just like, yeah.
I mean, it looks like a very young Rod Stewart. This is the
Just
Rod
look
Stewart
up-
I'm looking at.
look-
Is that what you look like, Copenhagen? Do you
See,
look
this looks more like what I kind of imagined Copenhagen would look like.
Just Copenhagen after his night of drinking, then he has to go mod Twitch.
That's Copenhagen after watching us.
Yeah.
His hair was
This is him
like
10
flat
minutes in.
before.
The
Just
second.
standing-
Oh shit!
What? What did you do?
Nothing.
Mhm.
Nothing bad happened.
Did you
Something
pull up
I
your
never
porn?
clicked.
Oh.
Yep, that's what I did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You silly goose! I don't watch porn on my computer.
Speaking of porn, Twitter's
Is it
now
the
X.
phone use? It's the phone use.
Yeah,
the
the
one
phone.
hand,
The phone's
guilt-
where.
The guilty
Yep,
hand.
yep. The phone. I can't.
Look.
I will not subject my computer to the filth that I watch.
But your internet history is connected to both.
Listen,
It's like
it's not. I'm not
secondhand
clicking. I'm not
exposure.
clicking those links on with this computer.
Do you ever airdrop it?
I don't have an iPhone.
airdrop that shit. Your neighbor be like, "Hey yo, what's the link?"
I'll never be an Apple user. Not until they take
I
over phones.
like am curious to see what's gonna happen whenever you eventually like live on your own and are able to watch TV or watch porn on like a big TV.
You silly goose. I'll never live on my own, and I already do that.
Oh yeah.
I don't have to live on my own to do that. Fucking, I have a
TV over
65-inch
Wait,
4K
so you
over
just-
there.
You jerk it in here?
No,
Oh.
not anymore. I have a bed. I have a room upstairs now.
Well,
he
this
gets to
is
hide
this
in a
has
closet
changed.
for it now.
everything.
Exactly. What'd you say,
This has
Creighton?
changed how I view this whole room. I mean, it makes sense
Yeah.
given the context, but sometimes I forget you used to like actually live down here.
Yeah, like act like
and this
all
is the
of
only
my
part
day
of
would
the
be in
house
here.
that you were lived in or allowed in. I mean,
No, that's not what it was. It's not that I wasn't allowed. It's that the rest of the house was
it was
not
like
worth
you
being
were
in.
like a second class citizen.
You have an
or
entire
something.
room for that? I do now.
This is my bedroom, and then this is my jacking off
listen,
room.
This is my jerking it room. This is where I jerk it.
Listen, I will
I
never
call it the
have a
JR
room
for
to
sure.
myself for the next 3 years.
What'd you say?
I will always have a roommate for the next 3 years.
You poor son of a bitch.
I have
How
lived,
does that work in the
I have
Marines?
lived with multiple females. Mind you, in boot camp, you're in one like cell block,
Mhm.
and there's bunk beds, and we had 32 females in the whole platoon.
Sweet.
Fucking sucked, bro.
Are any of them hot?
Some of them were, not gonna lie, some of them were. But I went from that to going to Mississippi and having one roommate,
Oh no.
but an actual fucking bed. Like, it was a twin mattress.
That's good. And that's probably what the case will be in Japan. Like, you'll
Yeah.
have a real bed for 3 years.
Yeah.
And you really just got to hope that you have a cool roommate. That's got to be
I
like
can
the
have a roommate-
scariest.
I can have a roommate that's up to the rank of sergeant. Mind you, that's
Ugh.
an E5, and I'm a puny little E3. I'm not an NCO. I'm a puny little plebeian. And the
You're a
sergeant-
nobody so
I'm
far.
a nobody. I'm gonna be pulling up to Japan, and this if I get a roommate with like a sergeant or a corporal, I'm gonna kill myself because that's gonna be like
Hey, it might be good. It might be
it
a
might
good
be
thing.
good, but like once you exit that room, they're an NCO and they're not your roommate. So imagine that kind of situation where you got a roommate that like is fucking trashy as shit and only cleans up their room when they're supposed to. Who the fuck?
I can smell her description of the bay.
You're fucking right.
Times are good.
Listen. You okay? Mind you,
What,
we do
when
a
the
bunch of
seagulls
physical.
calling?
No, because they actually let us shower. Like,
Oh,
we
okay.
got
Oh, okay.
legitimate time to shower, but the guys, when we had to train with the guys, oh my god, it's like like the kid from like fucking the old cartoons, like Dirty Kid, like
Yes.
the dust and the shit and the little yeah. That's okay.
That's
so
the guys.
yeah,
Like from Snoopy?
Yeah.
Like Charlie Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
little dirty-
Peanuts.
yeah,
the peanuts,
the little
that-
dirty kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that, and we literally we were told they're gonna stink, Don't look at them.
Don't look at them.
Don't look at them, or you catch their stink.
Damn.
What, do they just not allow them to shower? They're like, oh, the girls can shower, but
No.
Fuck you
The way
guys.
everything that we did in boot camp was on
Okay.
a time scale.
right.
We had to be up at 4 o'clock, go to chow, do whatever activities throughout the day, and then be in bed at 8, lights out at 8, on the dot, every day.
Damn.
So for us, the females, it was more of a hygiene thing because, females, they have their monthly cycle. Most of us didn't, by the way, for 3 months.
Just
Nothing.
it disappears.
Really?
Disappears. You're under so much stress and your body's under so much stress.
That your body's like, bro, keep that. Look, shelf
give
the period.
I'll give you
we'll
a
bring this
break.
back when shit is like not so hectic. We gotta pump water into this section. It never needs water. I don't know why her fucking thigh muscles need water more than usual.
Jesus.
Everything's
Yeah.
dry. Everybody's dying. All the organs are failing. All this blood that we're trying to get rid of, just look, recycle.
Reduce, reuse,
Honestly,
and
God,
recycle.
that is how it
Yeah.
is. But like for the guys, it's not as much as a necessity. Yeah, they get a quick fucking rinse down, maybe get some soap.
Were you in PI or San Diego,
PI. I was on
Mississippi?
PI is in South Carolina.
Is it?
Yes.
What is that?
Paris Island?
Paris Island.
Holy fuck, Charles.
I don't know. That's why I was asking.
So there's 2 recruiting depots. There's the one in Paris Island, South Carolina, and one in San Diego. San Diego was open
For the
late.
Marines.
Yes.
Specifically. Okay.
Those are the only 2 places we can go. Paris Island is the first one, and that was the only place females could go to until 2019.
What?
Yes.
Damn.
Why?
You can look that up. It's just how it
I
went.
believe you.
Unfortunately, the battalion that was traditionally the females battalion, 4th Battalion, has been deactivated as of June 15th. So
now you're a dude officially.
no, it just
according
means-
to the United States government.
No, it just means that any females that come through now go and be in integrated companies. So where I graduated from, November Company no longer exists. They just
They got rid of November Company?
yeah.
Well, no, that's what she just said, right? Like, that's the one they got rid of.
Yeah, they got rid of 3. It was
What are we gonna do without Thanksgiving?
Shut the fuck up, Charles. That shit fucking sucked. Okay, being a part of
believe
November Company was like, oh, you got all this heritage from being a female
Yeah.
on your shoulders. Get the fuck up.
And then they're like,
Yeah, they get rid of
later,
that shit.
bitch.
I was
You
So-
can be a dude
so
now
why
with
did-
all the dudes.
Why did they retire it? Did they give you a
Because-
reason? Is
because
it just
there's
budgetary reasons? Or?
budgetary and the fact that there's more females joining the Marine Corps.
Mm.
They haven't dropped any of the standards. Out of all the branches, we're the only one that has maintained their standards.
Nice.
All the other branches have started lowering their standards because they cannot get people to enlist.
Yeah.
Really?
Mind you, our re-enlistment is low as fuck. Re-enlistment, not just enlistment. But we have reached enlistment goals last year, and we're projected to reach them this year.
Yeah, a lot of branches of military, it's like we're the lowest enlistment rate we've ever had currently, which is nuts.
But
But I also understand, like with the generation that is being raised,
yeah,
why that's happening.
I joined out of a necessity to better myself.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that
And you
I
have. You're like
Yeah,
a
I mean,
Chad. Like, what
you
do you mean?
sucked. We hate. No, I'm just kidding.
No, no.
fuck off.
No. I just mean like I said earlier, it's not that I don't want this to sound mean, but like you just seemed like you were kind of floating before, right?
Yeah.
And now it's like you got like fucking hard ass goals. Like you're climbing that fucking mountain.
Yeah.
You're definitely gonna reach the summit.
We've seen you twice in 3 years, and each
Yeah.
time it's
You've
like,
gotten
whoa,
better. Yeah.
Josie's a fucking monster now.
Yeah.
Like, in a good way.
Yeah.
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 Not
yeah.
a bad
I mean,
monster.
I went from 270, I dropped down to 190, shipped off. I came back home at 156. I was stick bug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
You
back.
were
That
a
last
stick
time, that
then.
was last time you were here.
Yeah.
You were super tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Now
like
you're
trying
like,
to gain weight. and
Now
we're like,
you're buff. Like you're fucking ripped.
I'm not ripped. I'm actually pretty tiny considering everybody else I'm around.
Yeah.
But I'm like at 187, 186.
Yeah. You're a
Right now?
specimen now, dude. I
I
mean
got-
that in
I
a good
got-
way. Like you.
I got told when my mom told me, she was like, your hips have widened again. And I was like, shut up.
please don't, mother. Do not do this to me right now.
You're
No.
you're like, mother, I'm a monster now. Shut the fuck up.
Don't make me pull out the kegel stick, pagel stick, whatever they're called.
Bugle.
Pugil sticks.
So maybe puke on the stick.
But yeah, so far my experience via the military has been pretty positive.
Yeah. That's
I'm
good.
lucky though, 'cause a lot of people.
It's a good thing you're saying it 'cause they're definitely listening.
I am pretty sure. Hello, CIA. I am okay with
Yeah.
my enlistment.
They're
yes.
they're like,
It is
"What's-"
very good. I enjoy it quite a lot. I
They're
tell
like-
everyone I see the Marines are great.
They're like,
Please join the Marines.
they're like, what's this shirts off podcast she's on? Like,
So
Wait.
my-
Research that. Research that.
so Nick, the guy Nick Merckx on Twitch,
Mhm.
the guy I've been the one who got me into Twitch in
Yeah,
the first
yeah,
place.
yeah.
He has a story about when he was joining Buds for Navy SEAL training.
Mhm.
How they found that was after he had already won like Gears of War championships, and so like they like put it on the fucking like smart board at their enlistment thing or whatever at
No.
Buds, and we're like, so look at this guy fucking gaming. Wonder who this is, and they all just look at him and they would like drill him and start talking shit, and they would always bring it up, and he said
I
it was
lucky.
ruthless.
I was lucky. I stayed kind of under
You
the
put
radar.
the bottle in front of your face, by the way, Josie.
Hmm?
Look on the camera.
Oh my god.
Ah,
You're
sorry.
in the bottle. I thought that was
Hello.
on purpose at first because we were talking about the government's watching. And you're like, ha ha ha, bottle in my face.
I got lucky. The only thing I had responsibility-wise while I was on the island, I was AKA the hydration recruit.
Nice.
I literally gave these girls a slip of paper every Sunday.
Saying, here's your water bottle for the week.
No, they literally had to mock her off how many canteens they had per day. And
Why?
Damn.
Because we were in the summer, so fucking heat casualties are a big thing.
Yeah.
And especially, like, if you look up, there was an incident back in 2019 where a recruit went down during the Crucible heat cat and passed away.
Damn.
Damn, for real?
Yes. It's actually under investigation right now. If you look it up, probably.
It's still they're
it's
still figuring it
in-
out.
Yeah. They're still under investigation for the senior drill instructor and everything.
Damn.
But I had to basically make sure they marked it off every day, how many canteens they had and everything else. That was my only major responsibility. I was also what they called an artist recruit, which I drew for 2 different things. I drew for the first time we went to range. I made a flag symbolizing range week for one of our drill instructors, and then we made 2 other flags, one of which for our senior, straight up, was only hers. Mind you, these flags are a canvas flag, probably a little bit bigger than this side of the desk. And it had to go on what we call a guidon. And yeah, we had to do that. We did that. We crunched that in 3 days. 3 days and 2 nights. We had to paint our design, put it on the flag, paint it, and we all had to do this. Mind you, there was only 6 of us doing this.
Yeah.
And we had to do 2 flags. One of which was back and forward and back, and one was the whole flag, front and back. So yeah, that was an experience.
I didn't know that the Marines had like arts and crafts.
It's not really arts and crafts. It's just like, hey, can you draw?
We need someone who knows how to draw
Can you pick up a pen?
and survive boot camp.
Yeah. Mind you,
Are you up to the task?
mind you, the 2 flags that we made was right before the Crucible, which is that 56-hour
Yeah.
like big culminating event.
Right.
And we were already like prepping for that. Like the day we stepped off for the Crucible, we stepped off from the barracks, I think at like 3 in the morning. And mind you, we were prepping for that the day before. And honest to God, I don't think we slept the proper amount of sleep we were supposed to get, because we were allotted 8 hours of sleep,
Yeah.
minus the fact you have to stand like night watch for 2 hours. And yeah.
That's gotta be brutal.
Sleep deprivation is a real thing in the military. I know a
Yeah.
lot of people say it, but yeah, it's a real thing. Watches don't change. I had to stand watch in school. Like during the night, you could have a watch from, we call it balls, but it's 12 a.m. to like 2 a.m. You gotta watch. You gotta stand there and watch. I literally had that 2 days before my birthday because I took somebody else's duty
Nice.
just so
Damn.
they would take mine.
That would be something I would never have a problem with
Stand and
personally. No,
Well-
like getting in the way of special. That like, I'm all for holidays. They're great. I like them, but they're all Christmas, my birthday, all just days. The only one that I halfway enjoy is Halloween, and
And
even
it's
that.
not a federal holiday. You know
Yeah,
that,
and
right?
I don't even. Yeah, and I
I
don't
don't
even
get
care.
days off for that.
Yeah.
I literally
I
Halloween.
don't even get to go see people at Halloween.
No, it's not even just that. It's like federal holidays. We literally get the day before it, the day of, and then we go back to work. That is literally.
Damn.
Yeah. Every federal holiday I get a day off. It's what
See?
we call 72s and 96s, as you see a lot with military people. Those are the reason why. And
How is
us-
Food Lion stricter than the military?
It's not. Well, if we do stuff on those days, we actually have to fill out a form.
Food Line doesn't make you fight with giant Q-tips with weighted vests.
We should. Do you know how much we would thin out the crowd?
Hashtag one pride.
But yeah, a lot of the stuff that we have to do for like 96s and 72s, we have to fill out a form. It's basically like a risk management form. Basically says, I'm going to do this activity at this location. How dangerous is this? 1 through 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Tight. If it's a 5, tight.
Into the mic, Josie. You're kinda
Hello.
far away.
There you go.
Yeah.
But if it's like a 1 to like a 3 and it's like moderately dangerous, they can reject your appeal to go out.
Really?
Yeah, because they deem it too risky for you to go out and do those things. So
Huh.
you can have a whole plan.
So, and you grade it, or the people, you tell them what you're going to do, and they grade it based off of that?
You're supposed to do a preliminary assessment of how dangerous your activity is. What are
Mhm.
your safety qualifications? Like, oh, I'm going out to the beach. All right, safety-wise,
You can swim. I mean, if you're
Have a
going to
buddy.
the beach, you know.
have a buddy, have sunscreen, have appropriate like swimwear.
Oh, do you get in trouble if you get sunburned?
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
Yes. Damage to government property. You have a bad enough
Oh,
sunburn.
yeah, you are government property.
Yeah.
Damn.
You're not allowed to have hickeys either, by the way.
What?
I mean, yeah, that is technically
you-
speaking damage.
What if you get them where they can't see?
We
Yeah.
don't talk about it. But yeah.
Do they ever do like full body checks?
Unless there's a reason to. I haven't seen
Like
it.
yeah, okay. So they're
Wait,
not. There's
wait,
not
so
like a
hold on.
random like get naked. There's
Let's
not.
back up here. Let's back
Good.
up here for a second. So the sunburn thing. Like, if you come back with sunburn, right? Like, and it's severe enough to where
They
you kinda
kill
have
you,
to, like,
Creighton.
well, I'm just asking,
No,
like,
you
what's
can
the
get paperwork.
punishments?
You can get a form of counseling from whoever your higher up is.
Oh, like a write-up, basically?
It's kind of like a write-up, but you can get paperwork if it's like, oh, you have to go to the hospital, you got sun poisoning. Yeah, no. You can get an actual, like, article for it.
Damn.
Imagine the guy who got discharged for getting sunburn.
I just, like, for
It's
me...
had to have happened.
Right? Like,
For me, it's really easy for me to get sunburned.
right, that's
like,
what I'm saying. Like, so are they providing,
You just
like,
walk outside and you're like, fuck.
Are they providing, like, military-grade sunscreen for you?
No,
Like,
it's just up to you to make sure you're not doing something stupid. Like, at this point, I'm out of the training pipeline, so I'm out in the fleet, technically. I haven't reached the fleet yet. But once I get to the fleet, it's going to be a little bit more lenient than I was at school. But it's going to be more up to me to make the appropriate choices. So now I actually have to act like an adult instead of being like the teenager
You
they
poor
ground.
bastard.
no, like, I get that. Like, oddly enough, it kind of reminds me of Food Line. Like, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way towards the military.
No,
I just
no.
mean that in the,
Yeah,
like,
you hear that, Marines?
no, I just mean, like,
Don't
okay,
You're
hate me.
food lying to Creighton.
no, if you, as you move up, you become more responsible for the
Yes.
shit that you're doing.
Yes.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So you have to kind of self-manage yourself.
Yes.
Like me, I have no responsibility,
You-
but they
aren't
put
you a
me in
manager?
charge. Yeah,
Yeah, he runs the place.
That's crazy.
they put me in charge of the front end. So it's like, you know, I
Don't
guess
let
I'll do it.
anybody die.
Yeah.
Creighton's like, you got it, boss. That's my job.
And then I'm over there challenging people to ping pong competition.
But yeah, that's most and foremost. It's like your government property, yeah. But at the end of the day, you're still a person. So they try to like there's
Balance
a lot.
that a little.
Yeah. So we get like briefs on stuff of who you can go to
Really?
in terms of mental health.
Hmm.
You can go to the chaplain. The chaplain is like the number one resource, just because like they have full confidentiality. Anything you say to them, they cannot say anywhere else.
Really?
Unless you like say you're gonna hurt someone,
Mm-mm.
isn't that no?
Really?
What?
Oh.
Even that?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
That's the
It's-
chaplain, Trevor.
Yeah, they have 100% confidentiality.
You could be like, I'm gonna kill everyone tomorrow.
I'd bust up in there and be like, "What's happened, chaplain?"
Mind you, chaplains can be of any religion as well.
And then chaplain just kills
What?
himself immediately as soon as I walk in the room.
Well, the thing is, they have to have that because if you don't have a place you can go to vent,
Yeah.
that's where the 22
That's
a
potential
day.
the psychological damage to
Wait,
government
wait,
property.
okay. So now my question is
Oh.
the chaplain in on it? Like, is he part of the... is he part of the...
Is he secretly answering, all of them secretly answering to one mega
Well,
brain
no,
that
no,
takes in
no.
all of your traumas?
No, what I mean
as
is,
a-
like,
as a
is the
unit.
chaplain part of the military?
Yes. They,
So it is a military person.
Yes.
That's, like, part of
They're
the...
actually, if they go in, once they go in, they're an officer.
Okay.
So
Damn.
So,
all-
like, how does that... I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm sure you're getting ready to answer it.
Mm.
But I just mean, like, so, okay. Does that work in that, okay, you are already, like, practicing some kind of religion to be, like, a pastor or whatever, you know, the equivalent of a pastor is, and then you go into the army, and then that automatically turns you into a chaplain? Or is that something you, like a job, like, you have to apply for?
I think it's the same way how doctors and stuff go in.
Or like a therapist.
I don't know about therapists, honestly.
I mean, it sounds like a
fuck
therapist.
them therapists.
Chaplain, they do the duties of the religion.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, they're still soldier, marine,
Yeah.
and everything else. So I can't give an honest answer because I've only spoken to like 2. One of which was during boot camp.
Yeah.
Obviously, almost every recruit that goes through ends up speaking to the chaplain at least once.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, chaplains are of officer rank. Any doctors or dentists and stuff like that automatically go in as an officer rank
Hmm.
because they have degrees, and that is what qualifies for officer rank. If you're just
That's
straight up, they
hilarious.
still got to go through officer school and everything else. They still have to go through the same like boot camp and stuff like that. You know how the Marine Corps doesn't have any like proper doctors in the Marine Corps? We all have corpsmen that are in the Navy. They wear our uniforms, yes. They're still Navy personnel.
Damn, whoa. Calm down.
Wow.
Maybe out
No,
here
the-
catching strays from
Ashley,
JoJo.
are you watching?
No,
Take that, Navy.
You
Take
always,
that, you
always
pussy ass
hear,
water
like,
people. Sorry, I take it back.
You Atlanteans of the military.
You know the Master Chief was in the Navy, right?
Well, that's the Space Navy. It's different.
And that's still the Navy.
They're
And it's
real.
not the Space Navy, it's just the Navy. It's the Navy branch of the military.
Navy.
Anyway.
But the corpsmen, they actually go through the boot camp that everybody goes through. They go through all the physical requirements of Marines to be corpsmen because at the end of the day, a corpsman is going to be on the field with Marines.
Right.
That's like the one person you don't fuck with on deployments. If you
Yeah.
don't fuck with the corpsman, and then the Marines are going to be okay. That's like the greatest thing ever too. Like when I was at MCT Marine Combat Training, we had a corpsman that was always around. And I, honest to God, I almost forgot that corpsmen were Navy because how often she would act like a Marine. I'm like, damn, you really get tired of us.
Well, believe it or not, Josie, you're all people.
Yeah, but like, I
She's
was
like,
at an
that's
Air
not how
Force
she's
base
programmed.
for 10 months, and you see the stark differences between
Between-
Air Force and Marine Corps.
I've seen
Yeah.
the memes where it's like, you know, Marines like rough and tough, Army like, you know, whatever, and then Air Force is like really high class, like sipping tea and stuff.
They're
Is that
Okay.
accurate?
okay. So at the place I was at, Keesler, so there was like 6, 7 Air Force barracks.
Mm-hmm.
They called them dorms.
Mm-hmm.
So they would have to do PT with like the house they were in. They had like the Dark Knights, the Gators, Bulls, and the Red Wolves. They had like Hogwarts houses. Meanwhile, the Navy and the Marine Corps were in one barracks.
That's hilarious.
There's like 300 Marines and like probably like 200 Navy personnel in that building,
All in one? All together in one?
all in one building.
Nice.
Damn.
So when we would do our PT, so a standard PT for us on occasion would be in green on green, which is a green shirt and green shorts and tennis shoes like these.
Mm-hmm.
And we would run our PT. It'd be like sprints, circuit training, stuff like that. You go out into the area where the Air Force would do theirs, and they're doing Zumba.
What?
Well, they don't look, Creighton. They fly planes. Look, they don't do
They
anything.
don't even fly planes.
They don't even fly planes most of the time. A few of them fly planes. Most of them just kind of watch the planes, put gas in them. You don't look. Zumba is all you need to be in the Air Force.
The only time I saw them be like physically like imposing, they would have run days, which their PT would consist of them running like a mile and a half.
Zumba.
I'm not lying. I'm
Like
not
literally
lying.
a Zumba class.
Almost exactly a Zumba class.
They got some kind of instructor that's non-military out there.
No, that's
Some CIA agent who is in the Air Force is listening right now, and he's just like, this fucking bitch, giving out our fucking Zumba class secrets.
But like their requirements for their PT test, they run a mile and a half in 15 minutes. I run 3 miles.
I was about to say.
I run 3 miles for my PFT in under 30. Yeah, the time is and the distance is like
1
greater.
for 1, but like a mile and a half and 15.
I
is
have to run
nothing.
for my PFT to get a good enough score. I have to run underneath 28 minutes for a good score.
Are you able to do that?
I ran a 28 like 30, so I did okay. I'm not the greatest runner.
Well, no, but I mean
I'm not the
that's
greatest
better than
runner.
what I could do. That's better than probably what Charlie could do.
A 3 mile in under 30, I'm pretty sure you can kill it. That's 10 minutes a mile. If you run like a 7 minute or 7:30, you would kill it.
I do 2.5 miles every day, just walking in 40 minutes with a 18-pound weight vest.
So if you just take out the vest and just jog.
Whenever I do run, I've run a 6.5 minute mile before.
Run with the vest for like 3 weeks, and then take off the vest and run the same distance.
Let's see. You'll be like Naruto.
Oh, you wanna hear the like a big PT commentary thing that I would do? It's what we call Indian runs. So we would pick up.
I don't think you can call
I don't know if you can say that anymore.
Yeah.
Well, it used to be
You
called
can on this show, but like out there in the world, be careful. They get
Yeah.
mad at you when you say
Yeah.
stuff like that.
You got
You can't say that at 7.
You got like 2 lines of like 15 people, right?
Yeah.
It can be longer. But you have what we call pig eggs, which are like sandbags. They're duct tape sandbags. They weigh up to 30 pounds. You got like 3-4 of those. You got weighted balls from 10 to 30 pounds. You have ammo cans that weigh up to like 30 pounds. And you're running. You're passing that shit back. Whoever has the last of the gear, whoever is at the back and has a piece of gear, they run to the front.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds fun.
It
That
is
does
fun.
sound fun.
It's great unless you're a slow runner and you have to fucking sprint
To the front to
the
catch
front.
up.
with like a 30-pound fucking weight.
I'd be like, hey guys, slow down a little bit.
No,
I'm
you
getting tired.
don't slow
I know
down.
they can't do that.
They
but
don't
like,
slow down because you got like a sergeant in the front leading the pace.
Who never has to carry them weights, huh?
No. All
He'll
of
do
my
it too?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
all of the instructors I had were very physically
very
fit.
hands-on.
Yeah.
All of my instructors, I'm proud to say, were all hands-on with who they were.
Were there
in
any
charge of.
bullies? Were there people that you did not fuck with at all?
Yes.
Yeah? Oh,
Yes.
damn. Okay. Very,
Just
very
be-
much so.
Just because, like,
You said that with the heat of 1,000, like you wanted to fucking stab a bitch.
there's some people I just avoided because A, they were either not good, like
yeah.
personality-wise. B, they got in trouble a lot, and I didn't want to be associated with that because
Yeah.
we have a thing called buddy fuckers, blue falcons. I don't know if anybody knows of that term, but yeah, those are things. And if you would get in trouble and you were near somebody that was also in trouble, you were both in trouble now for the same thing.
Nice.
Doesn't matter.
Buddy fuckers.
Yep.
That's what me and Creighton were called back in college.
Yeah.
We were the buddy fuckers.
That used to be the name of
But
our show.
there was one time somebody
I was
got
buddy.
in trouble.
He was fuckers.
There was somebody got in trouble one night, and then somebody else came in drunk from a place they weren't supposed to be drinking at.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And we got woken up on a day that was supposed to be an easy day, a Friday that we call down Fridays. Marine Corps doesn't have 'em once you're out of the schoolhouse.
Mm-hmm.
But we got woken up. I got woken up at 6 a.m. by somebody banging on my door telling me, get in camis, get outside. Didn't know what the fuck was going on. Trying to get information. Get on my camis. I'm running outside. We get formed up. We get told, run back inside, change into desert camis. Automatically click. Oh, we're getting fucked.
Someone has buddy fucked us.
Yeah. But still don't know
Damn.
what's going on. Still don't know. All right. We get told, run to the track. We run to the track. We get gear. We're getting told, all right, since somebody wants to be found in another gender's room.
Oh shit!
No.
Mind you,
Them
we're
girls and boys be fucking.
nah, like she just got caught in her room by cameras. Mind you, the building has cameras. They're not gonna let Marines not have cameras on.
Yeah.
Or Navy, 'cause the Navy also got in some shit. But
Damn.
we do a little Indian run. Mine with the chevrons that aren't as big as this.
Yeah.
Like, we're holding this and passing this back and get told if you drop it, we're all doing 20 burpees.
Oh my god.
Nobody drop it, thank God.
Yeah, you
But
guys
I-
are fucking on a mission not to drop that little thing.
That day I had not ate in like 20 hours because
Ugh.
I struggle with eating dinner.
Yeah.
So I throw up straight acid.
Ugh.
We're not done yet. We get told we're gonna run another lap with more gear. So we got a PFC chevron and an ammo can. We run a big lap. It's like 3/4 of a mile. And then we get told, all right, go over to the volleyball pit. Low crawl. We hadn't had water. We didn't bring water.
Damn.
So I almost heat cat.
All 'cause some bitch just wanted to say what's up to a dude in his room.
Wait. So were they fucking or were they not?
No,
fucking?
they weren't caught in intimate actions, but she was caught.
God,
in
look at
his
you saying intimate actions.
You sound so adult.
They
when
have
you say
gotten
it.
you. you are a strictly military vocabulary. It's awesome.
They weren't caught doing anything, but she was in his room. Got
Hmm.
caught by the detachment gunnery sergeant in his room.
Mm.
And then 2 people showed up drunk and belligerent and to
Nice.
the duty. Mind you, this duty was a infantry marine who's in charge of all of us. So he straight up just
Oh.
texts our
No.
instructors what's going on, and we got told none of this shit until the grapevine finally
Excuse
hit
me.
me, and I finally figured out why the fuck we were getting fucked up at 6 in the
Damn.
morning.
Imagine if she didn't fuck him though. Like all that.
Don't
and
fuck
no
with
dick.
master guns.
It wasn't a master guns. It was just a standard gunnery sergeant.
Mm.
Gunnery sergeant that went to Fallujah. He was in
Excuse
Fallujah.
What's in Fallujah mean?
You don't know about the Battle
was
of Fallujah?
In
No.
Fallujah, the Battle
No.
of Fallujah.
What's the Battle of Fallujah?
When the Marine Corps was doing like urban fighting
Mm.
against like Iraq and shit back in like the early 2000s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is like Iraq War.
Have you seen
Afghanistan.
military movies in the last 20 years?
No.
About the last 20 years?
No.
None?
No.
You haven't seen any military movie that was in
Nah.
Afghanistan or
They seem
Iraq?
kind of boring.
Oh my god.
The only thing I've seen is Black Hawk Down.
Never mind.
Well,
My,
they
my
both-
point
they
is
all-
not made.
They all
There's
rolled
your next
out.
movie selection for the next 3 months.
Yes, for real.
Is it interesting shit?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of great movies.
But yeah, we.
I
A
heard
lot of them
American-
are very fake.
I
A
heard
lot-
Yeah.
American
not very
Sniper
realistic.
Yeah.
was good. And
For acting, yes. The acting was great.
and that fucking the movie about them getting Osama was Osama
Zero
bin
Dark
Laden.
30.
Yeah.
Mm.
pretty
It was definitely a film. I liked it, but I was not in the
Okay,
military. I've been
okay.
told by everybody in the
So-
military that both of those movies are not very
Really?
So-
accurate to like what.
when
like,
I went to go enlist
they
and I was
operate.
leaving for boot camp, my mom sat me down. She's like, "We're watching fucking Full Metal Jacket right now."
oh Jesus!
What the fuck? All right, hit that movie. All right, cool. Know this movie. Then we hit Jarhead. I'm talking
She's
about
trying to like drill into you how
Yeah.
horrible it can be.
yeah, and I like now looking back on it, half of that shit doesn't happen.
No.
Some of that
Maybe
shit,
back in the day.
some of that shit still happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like nowadays, the island is
I
so.
wouldn't fuck with that guy either.
No, you wouldn't. This man was crazy. Got the last recorded tomahawk kill for the Marine Corps too.
He did?
Mhm.
Damn.
He was crazy. He was funny. He was a great guy, but he was crazy.
He's like, hey, you want to see what I did to that guy with the tomahawk? It's
No,
crazy.
he told us a story of how they used to breach and clear rooms.
How'd
'Cause he
they
was,
breach and clear rooms?
I don't know, bro.
Well, you say he told you the story. Like
He told us one of the
She
many
didn't
stories.
fucking
I wasn't
memorize
there.
it. She didn't experience it.
Nah, bro.
I
I'm
know
trying
that
not to experience that shit.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking weather person.
Yeah,
for a
please,
reason.
goddamn, let me do the fucking meteorology shit. I ain't trying to fight people.
You're not trying to kill people with a tomahawk.
No.
You don't understand what she meant by that, do you?
Tomahawk.
Creighton thinks that this guy killed a guy with a tomahawk. What the weapon? Like, oh yes, that's true. Oh, okay, I
That's
thought you
what
meant
I
like
thought
a
she
tomahawk
meant,
missiles.
right?
I
No.
thought you meant like he was like
No,
fired
this
a
man
tomahawk.
was up.
He
close.
killed a guy with. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You were right.
You were
You-
just
hey, I
glossing over
apologize.
that.
I
was like,
apologize.
this man axe murdered somebody.
I apologize. That's awesome. I mean, it's sad. It was pretty awesome. It's kind of cool.
But yeah, my time in Mississippi was fun in most parts, and then the not fun parts.
What are you like looking forward to for your 2 weeks of freedom until you're gone for 3 years?
Drinking.
Just gonna go nuts.
I'm gonna drink a little bit because I am 21 now, so I can drink without worrying.
Yeah.
Being able to drive again is nice. Cause
I love how that's back to back.
huh?
Yeah, I love drinking and driving.
No.
I mean, obviously you're not gonna do that, but it was really funny that you were like, "Yeah,
I can't wait to drink and I can't wait to drive.
Well, while you're in student status at that base for the Marine Corps, you weren't allowed to have vehicles,
Nice.
and you weren't allowed to drive in personal vehicles. So POVs we aren't allowed in. So some people that were like, we have 2 reservists that have vehicles, one of which that lived in Mobile, so he had a reason to have a vehicle,
Yeah.
doing a shit. And the other person was a recon drop, and he was a reservist, and he already had 3 years in. So they're not going to treat him like an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
So they had cars, but if we were to like go out with them, we weren't allowed to drive in or ride in their car. So Uber was a great thing. So I used Uber mostly to go to the mall. That
Now-
was like 15 minutes off base.
So my question then is, to me, it would seem safer. Like, you know how you're talking about safety and everything earlier, how they
Yeah.
rate it.
Yeah.
It would seem safer if you're driving than going into like some random Uber driver.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
Uber has insurance over you. So if you're in an accident, plus the military insurance, like, it happens.
It's like double stacked.
Yeah.
You're chilling.
Okay.
Because when you get in that vehicle, it is up to the driver to drive safely
hmm
and to get you to your destination.
So if you
That's
did
it.
get in an accident with the Uber, it would fall more on the Uber
Yeah.
driver than
Then it
you.
would on me because I'm using something that I was told I was allowed to use to get off base and to travel. Because they're not
Ah.
expecting fucking a group of Marines to fucking walk
Yeah.
Right.
15 miles to the mall
Yeah.
on a weekend.
Unless they're like, fuck you
Oh.
guys, walk to that mall.
Did I tell y'all about my surgery that happened in January?
No. While
I
you were
didn't-
there?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I had my gallbladder removed.
Oh, you did tell. You
Yeah,
did tell me
yeah.
about that. I
She
don't know if
came in. No,
it was
she
on the
came in the
podcast or
chat
not.
and
Yeah.
told us,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Damn.
an experience. I was in the hospital for a week.
My dad, he was having such severe pain because of his gallbladder that he like went to the emergency room and they wouldn't see him, and he like broke through the doors, went into the office with the nurses, and just laid in their floor. And my dad, have you ever met my dad? My dad is somewhere north of 380 pounds, hulking Tony Soprano
Yeah.
/ John Goodwin looking John Goodman. Yeah, it's like if Tony Soprano and John Goodman had a love child.
Well, old John Goodman.
Yeah, like
John
old-
Goodman now's like
yeah,
skinny.
like Roseanne John Goodman
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Tony Soprano have a baby. It's my father. Just hulking Italian man. And it was his gallbladder, and they were like, fine, we'll fucking see you. And they saw him, and the doctor said that if he had not done that, and not like breached the doors and like come in there and told them, that he would have been in the back of the line with everyone else, and he would have been dead within 14 hours.
That's what I was
Because it was
told.
like, it was causing sepsis on him.
I had acute appendicitis onset by a gallstone. So I had woken up really early on a Sunday.
Mm.
So I was laying in bed. I get woken up out of intense pain, and I start vomiting. I had started vomiting so much that there was nothing else coming out.
Yeah.
I couldn't put anything in water.
Like dry
everything-
heaving, hurt, like
Yeah.
pain. Yeah.
Jesus.
I
muscle
couldn't lay on my
contractions.
back. I couldn't lay on my side. I ended up laying on the floor, and I was like, I gotta tell somebody about this. So at this point, I text my student squad leader, say, hey, could you swing by my room, grab a Sprite, something? I'm in intense pain. I just woke up. Can't lay down. Can't do nothing. Cool. She's like, all right, I got you. She comes to my room. At this point, I had jumped in the shower, turned the shit on as hot as I possibly could stand it, and I stood underneath the water just to hit that spot, just thinking maybe it's just muscle soreness, something like that.
Yeah.
I get out, I put on my baggiest clothes, like clothes that I would never traditionally wear,
Yeah.
other than like not trying to move. I open my door, she looks dead at me. She's like, "You're pale as hell."
Yeah.
Straight up. Mind you, this woman's 27, has 2 small kids. She's like, "We're going to the duty." Cool, tight. I put on my Crocs.
Right in the mic.
Put on my Crocs, and we go to the duty.
Sorry.
We're looking at
Put
the
on my
staff sergeant. We look at the staff sergeant that's on duty, and he's like, "Why are you so pale?" And I was like, "Staff sergeant, I don't feel too good."
He's like, you're like, "I'm tired of this, staff sergeant." He's like, "Well, that's just too damn bad." It sits you right back.
I'm tired of this, staff sergeant.
I've said that before.
Yeah.
As a joke, but like he looks dead at me. He's like, "Do you want to go to the hospital?" And I was like, "I'm gonna have to. I legit could not stand upright. I'm like hunchback, leaned over, leaning against something just to stand up." So we get to the ER, tell them what's going on. I dry heave, throw up into the bathroom that the ER has. They finally see me. They're like, "What's going on?" I have abdominal pain, yada yada yada. Can't lay flat. Everything I drink, eat, comes back up. All right, we'll take you for an ultrasound, see what's going on. Your heart rate's elevated.
And they come back and they're like, "You're pregnant."
Jesus Christ, I would probably have fucking died right there. But I go back for the ultrasound, and I throw up during the ultrasound. This lady is barely touching me, by the way, in this area.
But it's like the touch of it was making you throw up, huh?
It's just the fact that I was in such pain. I kept throwing up.
Jesus.
So they're like, "All right, we're gonna put you in inpatient, put you in a room, yada yada yada." They get me up to the room, start talking to the doctors and stuff. They get my results back. They're like, "We're gonna have to put you on a liquid diet. You have acute appendicitis caused by gallstone. A gallstone had gotten stuck from the gallbladder to the pancreas. Had gotten stuck in the pancreas duct, and it caused so much inflammation that my pancreas could have fucked me up and killed me."
Wait, so how long did it take it to do that? Like, how long did it take the inflammation?
The inflammation, they said that it could have caused me to die in the next 12 hours.
Right, but I mean, like, how long did it take for it to get that bad?
I don't know. Like, I went.
They didn't say anything about like.
We went from like a fine day to like dying.
Yeah. It must have been pretty.
And I had a high pain tolerance. Apparently, my
Yeah.
heart rate resting was 130, and I kept saying my pain level was a 3 or a 4, and they're like, "Honey, no."
That does not make sense.
"Honey, we get you're a Marine, but like you gotta give us an honest answer about how you're feeling."
You're like, "I'm sorry, it hurts a little."
It hurts.
You're
What do you want
like-
me to say?
You're like, that's a normal.
No
Sunday
one's
for
stabbing me. Like, what do you want? Like, I don't know how to judge this.
Yeah, like exactly. Like I was in the hospital for a week. My mom was
Jesus.
flipping out as soon as she realized
Yeah.
I was in the hospital. I called her. I was like, "I'm in the hospital." And she's like, "What the fuck are you in the hospital for?"
Aren't
I'm
you
like,
supposed to be in the fucking military?
She's
Yeah.
like, "Did you get shot while training?"
She was like, "What's happening? I got appendicitis caused by my gallbladder." She's like, "Oh, honey, I'm sorry. You have that coming in through your family. I had the same surgery."
fucking thanks, Mom, for letting us
No,
know.
I love how your
knew-
mom's like worried, and then she's like, "Oh,
Oh,
genetics."
it's the fucking family
my mom
disease.
had the surgery
Yeah.
that I had. She
God,
has the same scars I
Fuck,
have.
I'm gonna have this surgery. I just know it. I'm scared now.
No, like
How old was
after-
my dad? Fuck.
I think it was just expedited through the fact that I had changed my lifestyle so rapidly in
Yeah.
like a past year and a half.
Yeah, that's probably.
So I was like,
probably
okay.
accurate.
Once I figured out what they were talking about, I was like, okay, my mom has had this surgery before. Like, what kind of like are you gonna do with the 4 incision? Or are you gonna go with like a 3 incision? Because traditionally it's 3. I have 4. I have 3 up right here, and I have 1 in my belly button.
Damn. I
Damn.
bet the scars look cool.
Not really. It just looks.
They
like a
look
little-
kind of lame.
It looks like somebody put a little polka dot pyramid.
I just imagining you like 30 years from now being like, "Yeah, I got these scars while I was in the Marines," and they're like, "What happened?"
He's like, I
My
got
gallbladder-
a gallstone.
My gallbladder shit the
pancreas.
bed on me while I was in basic.
Yeah, the fact that I had a major surgery, I got 2 weeks of light duty, and then the next day we had an Indian run after I got off of light duty. Mind you, they cut in through the muscle and everything, so
Ooh.
my core muscles are still I'm still trying to rehabilitate those.
Still to this
Yeah,
day,
'cause
damn.
I got a little weak, shitty core. So
Gotta do them sit-ups.
Jesus.
sit-ups, planks, fucking Russian twists.
Oh my god.
I
Jesus
couldn't
Christ.
put my I pull up bar, grabbing onto a pull-up bar and relaxing. It pulled at my incision. I was like, sorry, cannot. It took a while, but I got into the point where I don't feel pain when I'm doing core exercises. And stuff.
Yeah.
But goodness.
God damn, dude.
Jesus Christ.
How is it that you've been the most interesting part of this podcast so far?
I'm in the Marine Corps. We got
Yeah.
That's pretty
stories.
interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you would word it that way.
Yeah.
It's
No.
very obvious.
I just mean I thought it was gonna
Plus,
be
I
you weighing in on stuff we had to talk about, but now it's we're weighing in on stuff that you've lived through in the last 6 months.
This really became the Josie tells us about the Marines episode, and I'm here for I've been here
look,
for it the whole time.
I'm here for it too. I just was very surprised because the last time that we talked to you, and this goes back into what I was saying about how much you've changed.
Yeah.
The last time we talked to you, it's like Charlie said, you're like, yeah, fun stuff, and now you're like,
We went
telling
to the
whole
Batman
ass-
movie.
yes.
While you
Wait.
were there.
The last time I was here,
Yeah,
we
last
went to the
time she was
Batman
here.
movie.
Oh yeah.
And then we came back into a podcast.
Yeah.
God, that
After
was such a
3
good
hours,
movie.
That was you know what that means? This woman spent
been to the
8
Marines.
hours with us right before she went into the Marines.
Your last taste of freedom was the Shirts Off duo and Batman.
And Jesse's like, yep, that's for me. Smells like Cheetos.
Did I
Do you-
tell you how I arrived to Paris Island?
No.
No.
So you've seen boot camp videos, right? Where they
Right.
get off the
Sometimes.
bus and they get on.
Oh,
the
yeah,
elevator,
yeah,
they're
yeah,
yelling
yeah,
at 'em,
yeah.
They're like, "You've arrived," yada yada yada. I lost
Welcome to hell, God.
I lost my ID and my social security card.
No. How much do they make you run for that?
I didn't.
They were
run
like, "Who
for
the
it.
fuck are you? Prove it, bitch."
I didn't memorize my social security number. Thanks, Mom. But I
Oh,
had
Me
memorized
either.
that.
I barely. I
But
kind
I
of know
didn't
mine.
have my ID. So as soon as I got back, I had to go get another ID. That's why my ID I have currently looks like I've been through hell. Because I had.
You had been whenever you finally got it.
Yeah, so I had to get a
Don't show it
whole-
on camera.
Yeah,
I'm not
just
showing
show it
on
to me.
camera, but this is after boot camp.
I need better light. the lights on this side of the room are all off.
You only cut the big light?
No, I've got it.
Wait, let me see.
You look like a fucking school shooter.
Let me see.
It's so bad because
She looks like she's legit,
is
like
my
she's gonna
military
stab her
ID.
fucking dad.
Oh, look.
this is my military ID.
Oh, look,
this
it's
was
Columbine.
before. That was before boot camp. That was my pre-boot camp haircut and
Wait,
everything.
Let me see that one.
She looks much. I mean, she still looks very serious, but much happier serious.
Yeah, I looked like I hadn't slept.
Oh, I
for 48
remember
hours.
this Josie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Josie was the Josie
Wow.
we used to know.
That was the sleeper deprivation of 48 hours.
No,
The
Jesus
first 48
Christ.
hours you're there, you're going through all the paperwork, you're going through getting your standard your laundry bags, all the stuff you're going to use, your ditty bags, which is just a bag, a little carry-on brown tan bag that has canteens, towels, sunscreen and all that shit.
There you go. No, you're
There's
just some
48
Josie that we used to know.
Yeah. The first 48 hours is the hardest because you're not allowed to sleep. You're awake. You're getting these shitty lunches that is consisting of a ham or chicken sandwich, some Cheez-Its, a Nutrigrain bar, and that's it. And an egg for breakfast. It's a hard
An
egg?
egg? One singular egg?
It's 2 hard-boiled eggs
Okay, two's better, but still.
for breakfast.
See, I eat 6. I'd be so sad with 2.
Scrambled eggs are the shit. I can't eat hard-boiled eggs like that.
I guess he could trade.
Huh?
Man, those people gotta be so gassy in the morning.
Yes, man.
Literally everybody.
But
Jesus Christ.
Whose idea was that?
What's entertainment like on the base?
Yeah.
like,
uh,
Like, do
for
you?
your school? When
Ju-
I was
I
at
just-
school?
I mean,
no, just in general.
what's-
what's-
Boot camp entertainment was whenever the drill instructors would fuck up and break bearing. We had one girl named Howie. She's still in the Corps. But we were getting ready to go into BWT, was basic warrior training. You're crawling under barbed wire, doing night movements under barbed wire, movements like that. And one of our IT punishments was low crawling from one end to another. She got sent to low crawl to the door, but was never told to come back. So she crawls to this door, and we were getting ready to prep for like basic knowledge, like bugs and stuff like that. And all you hear after the drill instructor says, "Shut up," is, buddy, are you okay?" from across the squad bay at the door as she's repeatedly low crawling into the door, not stopping, keep going. And drill instructor broke it. She broke, and she puts her cover down, and she broke.
So was laughing?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was able to look at her face, and she was laughing. She was smiling, and that was like one of the funniest moments in boot camp because all the girls start laughing.
So your entertainment was when people fuck up?
Not even just that, just like
I mean, I was talking like, y'all get to watch movies ever?
No.
Nothing.
Wait,
Just
wait,
zero
wait, wait,
entertainment.
wait. So when that happens, do they get in trouble?
No, they don't really get in trouble, but they kind of like shut it up real quick, and like it's just moments like that kind of make the experience kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, there's nothing else to do. I'd be trying to break motherfuckers too.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know
I'd be-
me.
I'd
I'd
be-
be over there like fucking saying like shit left and right, and then be
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
But,
yeah.
break motherfuckers.
I'd accept the punishment of trying to be funny. Like, I'd accept the physical pain that would come with
they
trying
can
to be the
IT you
one.
up to 3 minutes.
They can what?
IT you up to 3 minutes, which is incentive training. Just basically
Mm.
to train you to be subservient. And
Ooh.
listen and
Yeah,
follow
I can
orders.
handle 3 minutes of
Look,
pain.
Look,
Yeah,
they would,
high
To make
knees,
people laugh.
they'd be
high
like,
knees, push-ups, fucking
they'd be
jumping
like,
jacks, all that shit. Hold 6 inches. Yeah.
they would be like, drop and give me 30, and I'd be like, geez, you could say please. My God.
Yeah. Okay, that's the type of thing.
That I would
Yeah.
see. That's not
trouble.
what I would try and do. I
'Cause-
would be trying to make them laugh.
Oh, I know
'Cause
that
you
would get me
can
in
get
trouble.
you can't get removed in boot camp for failure to comply because you signed a paper that said you.
Well,
were
I'm
gonna
not saying
listen.
I'm not doing it. I'm just saying what
Yeah,
I'm saying
I
as I'm
said
doing
some
it.
stuff underneath my breath in boot camp that I'm not proud of. Be like, all right, bitch, goddamn. As I'm trying to go do push-ups or fucking holding a bag that weighs. 50
So wait, hold
pounds.
on. Was Batman the last movie you watched
I think
since
so.
you like like not in
That's-
theaters?
What a note to go
Hold
out
on. I'm not in theaters.
was-
I mean, you haven't seen a movie since you watched Batman?
No, I've watched many movies.
Okay.
The last movies I went to was Oppenheimer and Barbie.
Oh, okay. I was
Oh,
literally
look
about to
at
ask if
you.
you wanted to go watch them
I
after
did
like
Barbie first and then Oppenheimer.
That's how we did it.
That's-
yeah.
they were great, right?
That was a great movie. Like
Yeah.
Barbie hit the feels at the end, like what the fuck.
And then
And
Oppenheimer,
I
you're
was,
just like,
depressed.
yeah, but in a good way. It was a
Yeah.
good movie. Like the acting was so
Yeah,
good.
I was also getting drinks at the.
Was that since you've been home, or was that while you were there?
While I was there.
Whenever you're off base, you can just go whatever, go watch movies, shit.
There was a movie theater. There was a mall.
Okay.
Beach, obviously.
Yeah, so
right
you were
on-
able to do some shit.
Yeah, we had
Okay.
a 50-mile radius from the base.
Okay.
We weren't allowed to go to New Orleans. We weren't allowed to go to Mobile just because safety issues. Because apparently New Orleans service members go missing. Apparently.
Damn.
What?
Nice.
Well, I guess that would make sense. Like, you know, they get fucked up and then they like, you know, are like, I don't want to be in the army anymore, and they just, you know,
While I was there,
or not the army, you know, Marines, military, whatever you want to call it. You said service members, so I was thinking
yeah, 'cause I
military
was
in
thinking
general.
about like you had the Marine Corps where I was at. You had the Navy.
God, if I was where you were, I would have been at that casino every single
We
off
weren't allowed
chance.
to
Maybe
gamble.
that's
Oh, at all?
Oh.
Oh,
As
never
a
mind.
student, you're not allowed to gamble.
Never mind.
Even if you're of age, you're allowed to drink if you're of age.
You're not allowed to gamble at
You're not
all?
allowed to gamble.
Damn.
Damn.
Because gambling, and that's a big issue.
Yeah, I guess it could effectively
Well,
lead
of course
you
it
to.
is. There's no entertainment. There's nothing to do.
Well,
That's
It's
not what she
on-
means. That like you could gamble yourself into debt,
Debt.
and then all of a sudden it's a problem that the military has to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same reason people who work at casinos are not allowed to gamble
Yeah.
at the casinos.
But activities that we did while we were there, there was some people went out to the movies, went to the mall. On base, there's a bowling alley. There was
On
some-
base?
On base.
That's
seems-
cool.
That's cool, but it's also
Well,
bowling
no, do
pins
you
and bowling
remember-
balls
do you
with a bunch
remember
of
when-
fucking train
Do
killers.
you remember when Ashley like took us around her military base? Like, there's a
No,
bunch of shit
I wasn't there for that.
You were there,
Nope.
weren't you? The second
I
time.
was not there for
What
that.
base?
There was like it's in Norfolk, Virginia. The
Norfolk?
Navy, yeah, Norfolk,
It was
whatever.
a naval base, was it not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a Navy.
She's got
She's a
they
Navy?
She's
they
a Navy
had
lady.
like a grocery store, a bowling
Yeah, yeah,
alley,
yeah,
a
yeah.
movie theater. There was a bunch of shit over there.
Yeah. There was a place called the Vandenberg. It was like a little like community center. You could go in. You could go upstairs, work on computers.
Yeah.
You had
It was like
little
a mini city, like a
Yeah.
mini old school city
bases are
inside of a city.
Yeah, bases are essentially like self-contained little cities 'cause you can have families that live there. There's a place called the Commissary. That's basically like a little like Sam's Club, Kroger kind of thing. You have like where I was at. They had
My grandma loves the commissary.
Yeah.
She still goes there to this day with her military ID that my grandpa had when he was in the Air Force. For real,
That's
she goes to
hilarious.
the base in
No,
I believe
Columbia.
it. It's just so
Tax-free.
funny to me.
Yeah.
tax free.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can I go shopping with you and your grandma?
Yeah, she wants to go sometime next week. So
Yeah.
you know, if you want to go,
Tax
Might have
free.
to.
Most of the time, there's deals.
Hell yeah.
It's
Energy
nice.
drinks are always on sale, by the way.
yeah, because they sell well. That's
Might
why.
have to fuck around and do that.
Yeah.
But where I was
The
at,
exchange. Did you guys
Yeah.
have that? Yeah.
Yeah, ours was a mini mall. There was like little shops outside. There
Yeah.
was a GameStop. They had a
The Columbia-
Arby's.
A
the Columbia-
GameStop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a
That
game.
shit was popping,
Mhm.
bro. I bought my Switch OLED from there. I traded in my old one for a Switch OLED, and that shit
What?
I got like 150.
Y'all just be gaming heavy in your
Yes.
little bunks at the.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All
I mean,
the
yeah, I
time.
guess that would make sense.
Your
Mm.
setup, I've seen many of those in the barracks.
Really? Like this?
Yeah, the way
Holy
that
shit.
the way we had it, we had a
Motherfuckers are
desk.
gaming.
We had a desk that was like it's like kind of
Yep.
like a dorm room desk. It would
Anyone
have-
listening will never really be able to see the full scale. I mean, I've got fucking. There's
You
7
got-
monitors
yeah.
in here. There's 4 or 5
Yeah.
Creighton's. His other one. There's
Yeah.
7 literally
We
right
got a
here.
nice little setup in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I saw they would buy mini TVs like mini Rokus and set them up as a monitor and have full on PC
Yeah.
setups in their
Yeah.
room.
Damn,
And as long as their room is clean and put away, it was fine.
that's gangster.
And yeah,
Nice.
weekly room cleanings are a thing, and I am not happy about having to clean my room that doesn't get dirty every week. But literally, we would do it's called Field Day for the Marines, a GI party for I think the Air Force and the Army, and it's literally just you dust, you clean everything. Your bed has to be made, your desk neat, orderly put away. There's nothing out, nothing unsecured. You have in the schoolhouse there was a wall locker, and it had to be locked. If it wasn't locked, they had every permission to go through it.
Damn.
Damn.
And then we had stuff called Health and Comforts, which is you unlock your locker, they look through everything. Yeah.
What would they be looking for? Like, what would they consider
Uh,
contraband?
Drugs, alcohol in the barracks.
Dildos, condoms.
They found those.
Nice.
Do those consider? Do they
hold
consider
on,
that
hold on.
contraband?
Alcohol in the barracks, if it's a dry barracks, since it was a schoolhouse, yes.
Is it dry barracks?
It was a dry
Are
barracks.
dildos contraband?
No.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
I have a video.
Hey,
Alright.
Marines, you're doing
I
a
have
good job.
video.
Wonder how many dildos they found.
That's so funny to me.
hey, watch that.
Wonder
You
what.
turn the sound on if you
Oh
want.
my god.
Yeah, that's what they. That was a barracks relic. That
This
was
guy.
I hereby award Private First Class Magana, wielder of the Moab sword.
They're knighting a guy with a fucking. I mean, it's gotta be a 2-foot dildo.
Let me see.
It is enormous.
Let me see this. Let me see this.
Here you go.
the,
That is
the guy that
fucking
had it,
hilarious.
The guy that had it was in my class before I my last month there.
Yeah.
We had something called Marine Unique. He was in my class and everything.
Mm.
It's called the Moab sword because only my schoolhouse had it.
The Moab sword.
Moab. It's
Moab?
Moab.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
MOAF.
You
F.
know.
Okay, Moab.
You know what amazes me?
Huh?
They're both able to keep such a straight
Yeah, like the
face.
funniest part of that video
Dude,
to me,
I asked
neither of them
how-
were laughing
I
very
asked
hard.
how they were able to do. They ran through that so many times to get it right. They re-ran through it every time they got it wrong.
Like, I don't know if I could have done it because it jiggles so much in the process.
And he literally knights him. Like,
Yeah.
they had an Annabelle doll in the room that my man was
of
saying.
course they
He
do.
had an Annabelle doll in dress blues, marine dress blues, and that on his fucking microwave.
The dildo on his mic?
Yes!
That's so funny.
It's fucking hilarious to me.
It's fucking hilarious.
But yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm speechless. This whole podcast has been like, I'm learning so much.
We're gonna have to have you on one more time before you leave.
Dude, I swear this has been interesting.
I feel silly for even writing that fucking original script to warn everybody what we'll probably discuss because we didn't talk about any of it.
No,
we mentioned Barbie and Oppenheimer. We didn't even discuss them.
Yeah, well, I mean,
we haven't been live in 2 weeks. We had so much to cover, and this was all better than what we were gonna talk about.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I'm blown away
Well,
because
when you're stuck on an Air Force base for 10 months, you're gonna find
accumulate
something.
some stories.
Yeah, we're like we took like a hiatus for about a week and some change, and we're gonna have crazy shit to talk about. Josie's in here like, you guys didn't see a guy get knighted by a dildo, and then have your gallbladder removed all in the same day.
No.
I know, I'm just messing.
Oh man.
But yeah, being a part of that schoolhouse was really fun. Like, I can honestly say that my experience there was good, even though like the base itself was kind of like ass. It's an Air Force base, and when you are an
fucking Air Force pussies.
Yeah. I love my Air Force buddies. I have an Air Force buddy that's out in Italy right now.
Nice.
He's based out in Italy.
It's my homeland.
We got a couple of them. One of them's in Japan. He's in the air base Kadena over on the island of Okinawa. I have a buddy that's in Alaska. I have one in Kansas. Another one's in Hawaii.
Damn. How do you guys keep in touch with each other?
WhatsApp.
Oh,
We had
really?
we had a class group chat, and occasionally we'll just update each other.
Damn.
Did the same thing.
Are you like super tight with a bunch of them still, or yeah,
I
just like
keep in contact, let them know like what's going on, and let them know when I got my base.
Yeah.
Because for the Marines, we didn't get our bases until like a month before we were supposed to leave.
yeah.
Because our checkout process isn't as
Do
long.
you know if the place you're going, if there's going to be like friendly faces there that you already know?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, you
I
are.
already know like 2 of the people that are already there.
And like they're people you're glad that are going.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. That's cool.
Also, a person that I've been with since like boot camp is also going there.
Oh, that's tight.
We don't get along all that well, but it happens.
Yeah. Hey, you never know. It might end up being one of your best friends.
No.
That's what.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I mean, you say that,
No.
but okay.
She's currently in England visiting her dad. Like, her dad lives out in England. But
You need to watch a couple coming of age movies.
no.
The best. I'm just saying, best friends.
No.
All the people
I was
I
roommates
hated.
with her, bro. No.
The people I hated most in high school, the people that I dreaded seeing, are my best friends now.
I mean, high school people, I talked to like maybe 5.
Yeah.
Just because like time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like one of my buddies, he tried to go in the army and got discharged, unfortunately.
Damn.
But he's back home here. Like a couple other people just went off the map. I had like one of my classmates, he passed away.
Damn.
Yeah, but like it happens.
Yeah.
Well, life comes in hard.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till you're 27.
Don't say that shit. I just turned
Yeah.
21, damn it.
Yeah. Dude, talk to us 6 years from now, and then we'll be still like,
Yeah,
wait till
when
you're
we're
fucking
33, we'll have this
Yeah.
conversation.
We'll
again.
be like, yeah, well, wait till you get 33 and then talk to us, and then
Yeah.
like fucking when
Every
we're
6 years, we'll have a really
Yeah,
stupid
yeah.
conversation where we tell you how dumb we all are, because we're just gonna stay dumb.
we're like, you think we're dumb now?
Wait till you're 39.
Yeah.
Wait until the Alzheimer's and dementia kicks in.
Yeah, for
Then we'll
real.
be like, wait, are we 39 or are we like 78?
45.
You look old, Charlie, for 39, but you're in like 50s.
And I'm just sitting there talking to Creighton's ghost because he will have died far before that we're 70.
I'm gonna come back as an AI.
That poor fucking programmer that programs Creighton into an AI. You go to type something to get a prompt done, and Creighton's
He's
AI
like, is that really what we want to
Yeah.
ask?
Or
Are
not
you sure
even
that's the prompt you wanna
or it'd be a
run by me
shitty
to see
little
if this
joke that
works?
doesn't go anywhere, you know?
I'd be like, hey, you know, this one time,
The guy
like,
sitting
never
there-
mind.
Yeah, the guy's like, maybe in this situation he'll like ham, and the prompt Creighton, the AI is just like, a ham? You mean a clam? They rhyme. Cause that's Creighton, peak Creighton humor. He'll rhyme a word and think that he's the funniest guy on the fucking planet because of it.
I did,
Yeah.
It's brutal.
I did it earlier.
He did. He literally did do it earlier. Alliteration will kill him. He loves alliteration.
I love alliteration.
He's a
Why
fucking.
didn't you become become like a elementary school teacher, Creighton.
Because he
would
would
love
have
you.
killed all the 5-year-olds.
I'm
No, 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 no.
overqualified, first of all.
How are you
Second of all,
qualified?
He's not qualified to be a kindergarten.
second of
All
all,
you need is a basic education degree.
I'm basically a kindergarten teacher now. Have you
Exactly,
not seen
why
some of the
didn't you
people
do
I
it?
He
work
has
with?
2 children.
No, I'm talking about at work. I'm not even talking about the 2 kids that stay with me.
His girlfriend's kids were
Yeah.
watching the podcast a couple weeks ago.
Terrible decision.
Yes, but they were watching it, and she was typing in chat, and she said, Jade just looked at me and said, "That guy looks like Creighton." Jade is 3, and then she said Nova said the same thing, and
Nova's 8.
Nova's 8, and
not
so
smart.
she told them that it was him, and they were like, "What? That's crazy!" And then we saw them right after, and then I talked to them.
Mhm.
And I was like, "Isn't that crazy that Creighton was on the podcast?" And they were
Mhm.
like, "How'd you know?" And I was like, "I was the other one."
They recognize Creighton.
They
That's
didn't
right.
recognize me. It like immediately after watching me on the podcast.
They're not
It
smart.
was they're not.
But
they're
they're
pretty dumb.
great.
They're great.
They're
They're just
great.
really stupid.
They're so loving.
and
so
April's
kind.
cool with that because she tells us that all the time.
I,
too.
you know, John
Lovingly,
you know,
children, if you're watching
you
somehow. in
know
the
John
future.
Mulaney's joke about putting a horse in charge of a dog.
Oh,
It's like that on a
Yeah.
daily basis.
it's like
I'm the horse.
he said, when I was 10 years old, I had a 13-year-old babysitter, which is ridiculous. That's like a horse being in charge of a dog
She can dial the phone a little bit better.
than I can. And that's Creighton to real children.
Yeah, I'm the horse.
Creighton's a horse, and they are.
Or am I
dogs.
the dog? Yeah, we'll figure it out when somebody has to dial a phone.
Oh my God! This podcast.
What's the number for the emergency people again? What sequence of numbers?
What's the number for 911?
Holy shit.
Whiskey number.
This has already been an hour and a half.
Yeah.
This flew by faster than any podcast in the last year.
It's 'cause he didn't have to listen to
You
me.
had interesting shit. That was unbelievable.
It's 'cause he didn't have to listen to me the whole
I'm gonna
time.
have to. My fucking paragraph for the next episode. I might just copy paste this one with a caveat sentence.
Like we didn't talk
Of
about any of
this
this.
would have been my last week. We would have talked about, and then all of it, and then except that Josie showed up,
Yeah.
and we talked about the Marines.
Hey, look, advertisements. I got you.
Yeah, you got to. Hey,
I
you
got
we got to
you.
get those fucking
Josie
Marine numbers
looks
up. You
into
know.
the camera and she's like, "Your Marines need you," and she does like the Uncle Sam pose. You know?
Oh my God.
Dude, that was like the
Fucking
greatest
awesome.
piece
Do
of
you want a top hat?
propaganda. Huh?
You want a top hat?
No, I'm good.
It's the top hat. that
I've
really
got a
sells.
top. I've got 2 top
don't
hats.
want it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You can
You
color it red, white, and blue.
Do you want some
No.
stripes?
No.
We've got stripes and
I
top
don't
hats.
need that.
They're
I
not
don't
red,
need
right,
that.
I have a
blue.
flamingo hat. Do you want a hat that looks like a flamingo?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's cool.
I'm good.
Okay. Well,
See,
on
Uncle
that note,
Sam would have won World War II faster if he had worn a flamingo.
That's
instead
true.
of
We
top
true.
dropped the sun twice.
that's true. That's true.
on the land named the land of the rising sun. We dropped 2 more.
Damn, that's brutal. Why'd you have to say it like
Do you
that?
think that's why he did it? He was like, you know, it's
I thought
really
it was so crazy in Oppenheimer how like if that little meeting they were having was true, like it's really possible that the only reason we didn't drop a bomb on Kyoto is because the
The
Secretary
cultural-
of Defense
Yeah.
had honeymooned there.
Well,
that
Not
is
even
so
just that, just
crazy.
because it has so much cultural significance and historical significance, they didn't want to do that.
Well,
Yeah.
and
They
they had
were
already
just making a
firebombed the
point.
shit out of Tokyo too.
Yeah.
Like Tokyo used to be on the list, but see, the government was already bombing the shit out of them with firebombs to try and disrupt them. So by the time the bomb was ready, Tokyo just wouldn't. It would have been a great test because it was already in ruins.
They were one of the greatest military powers in the world. We dropped the sun twice, and now they like furries.
Yeah, they draw Hello Kitty and shit.
Yeah.
They just
Although we did get some of the greatest anime of all time.
That is
That's
true.
true. That's true. That'll happen when you get firebombed
The sun.
by something that has never been developed before.
Napalm.
Oh my God.
You can make napalm.
Yeah, it's not
Are
hard.
you gonna give out?
But
the
let's not talk
instructions?
about it because
I'm
that's
not,
illegal.
I'm not.
Anyway.
We better
This has
wrap
been
before we
this
get
has
to
been a
illegal
fucking
territory.
incredible. We're always in legal territory. This has been a great podcast. Josie, thank you for joining on the
Yeah.
podcast. We might have to. You're here till for 2 more weeks, right? Till
Yeah.
the 16th.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have to try and squeeze you into another podcast. What?
I would
so
love-
funny about squeeze. What?
I would love to have her here with Melissa, so that way Melissa. could be
Melissa's perspective would be very
Oh,
silly.
yeah.
Because she would be
She'd be
asking
like, I
much
couldn't-
younger
like,
questions.
she'd be like, I couldn't do any of that because of my knees.
And we'd be like, yeah, if you'd fucking crawl, that's all you
I
can
got
do is
more
the fucking
stories from
crawls.
boot camp if you want those.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to
Do you
just
think-
dissect all
do you
of
think
this.
Melissa's neck would get caught on the tripwire?
What the fuck does that mean?
We'll tell you later. Everybody, anyone still
What
watching?
is that?
Melissa has a long neck that Copenhagen makes fun of.
That's terrible. And the fact that you're laughing about it.
It's
that's
really funny.
terrible.
It's a joke Copenhagen. would
Everybody, we
respect.
love you. Have a good night.
Bye.
Jojo, thank you for joining. Creighton,
Yeah.
say good night.
Good night, Creighton.
We'll see you guys next time, probably like Wednesday.